Hello everyone. This week for my discussion board, I selected scenario 2, which is Mr. Sam Collins, a science instructor who has been teaching for 6 years and is going to focus on elements of his class structure to prepare to teach at a distance. One of the first things I'd like to mention Sam should focus on is creating that social presence for his online learners, that the environment that he creates in his traditional classroom face-to-face setting. Isani 2010 states that at its most basic definition, an online social presence is the ability of the participants within that online learning community to be able to project their personal characteristics into the community as a whole and to present themselves as real people, kind of putting the face behind the machine, the face behind the course, those types of things. This can be done many ways. The instructors can do videos as our instructor does, welcome you to each week or a specific assignment. It doesn't necessarily have to be a video file. It can be an audio file as well. Those types of interaction activities. It is a little harder to do in an online learning, but you could have an assignment where everyone logs in at a specific time to meet each other, those types of things. And then collaborative group work, of course, allows you to have a social presence as well because you're coming together in that capacity. Some other things to focus on when preparing to teach at a distance would be your course syllabi. You, of course, have one for your face-to-face course, but when you are focusing on your online, you have to have all the material the students will need, how to contact you, best practices for the class, how to access material, those types of things. One of the larger features is going to be the course organization. Are you going to give students access to the entire course? Are you going to do it in a weekly format where they're just getting material at a certain time? Are you going to do it in modules where they get the resources and content they need to create assignments or feedback, those types of things? Every aspect of an online course has to be carefully organized with explicit and detailed instructions. You do not have the opportunity that you have in an in-class to go over the directions, ask questions, those types of things. So you want to be explicit in creating your assignments. That way it limits the amount of questions you're going to have from your students and them waiting for feedback from you to clarify. Make sure that your lessons and activities have a logical flow and that they're reinforcing your student objectives. And then how are you going to provide feedback? That's another thing to focus on when you are creating your online class. Creating a climate of social presence, paying attention to the course design, thoughtful use of creative instructional strategies, and encouraging knowledge sharing will assist instructors in managing online interaction effectively. And that did come from Isani 2010. Those were the key points in that article that you needed to focus on when structuring your class. This week, I am actually attending an e-learning and educational technology meeting, and today our focus was on creating some best practice guidelines for instructors when transitioning from face-to-face their courses to an online presence. And some of the things we identified as a group, there were 23 of us, was that you needed to focus on developing your course information, your syllabus, your course navigation tools, those types of things, and then the content itself, making sure that those students are having access to the resources that on-campus students would, and that you have interactions, that it's not just a solo learner, that you are not isolating or creating an environment where the learner feels like they're going it alone. And then selecting your course materials, making sure you are selecting quality, enriching course materials for your course. So I just wanted to share that little tidbit. I thought it was interesting. This came up this week and I got to attend this meeting. I hope you all are having a fantastic week. And thank you for watching.